It was just thugs, magas, who maybe thought I was a soft guy and they were attacking me. And naturally, I had to protect myself. If I didn't protect myself, they would have taken away my gun, shot me, and would have been having one bad gun in the hands of bad people. And one of the guys actually is somebody who the police knew and have been looking for. The main guy who attacked me.
What's up and welcome to the Arts In Show, where we feature key industry players in the film industry. My name is Chepto Ekboyo, and with me today I have Ainea Ojiambo. Most know him by the name OJ. He's an actor, a columnist, a security expert, and the king of all bachelors in town. Welcome his sexiness.
Thank you. I should give you some tips how to get me during the auction.
Okay, auction you are wapi?
I'm an antique bachelor.
I have to price you according to your age. Unaona venye wine inauzwa according to the age, the bottle, the years.
Boyo, the most important thing, nguvu bado iko. Nguvu iko.
Karibu sana Ainea.
Thank you.
Now, I have known you for 12 years. This is since 2009 tukishoot your film up with your River Road.
Yeah.
Next to, what was it called? Tahiti. There was like a strip club next to it.
Yeah, that hotel. I can't remember. There's a hotel down River Road, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the hotel, but I remember nilikuwa MBs. Sikuwa nimefika bado GB.
Yeah, you're a small girl and God really works wonders.
Hey. Usichome sana. Anyway, since then, you were already a big actor. Na uko umefika pale ati nimefika, I'm the big actor. And now you're even a better and bigger actor na haujafika. What grounds you?
In acting, they say, once you think that you have accomplished everything, then you stop acting or you go down. Because acting every day is a learning experience. You have to be ready to learn. You have to be humble and do your homework. Because now I have directors who actually direct me, and I saw them coming in the industry. But then they decided they want to direct. I decided I want to stick with acting and maybe production because I don't have the patience of directing. And I have to respect them. Though some are even half my age. Yeah, people like Michael. Yeah, this is a person who I saw coming in when we were in Makutano from college. But he has directed me.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's all about being humble, learning, and then doing your homework. Okay. It's more important. Yeah.
Now, a common friend, you know him.
Yeah.
He said, wewe ni mtoto wa babi. Au kulelewa na hii maisha ngumu. Ebu tell us about your background, where you grew up, where you went to school.
I'm not from Nairobi. The only thing is I'm a Nairobian kid because my grandparents started off at Kaloleni. Okay. My grandfather from the side of my father came in from Makongeni, and my mother came in from Kaloleni. So even my father started one was in St. Michael's, Makongeni. So these I'm a Islando by being brought up. Yeah. Though, and we had to survive. The only problem is, yes, those days my father worked hard and went to Buruburu. And Buruburu was being seen as the estate. It was the Buru. In Eastlands, let's say it was the only place where maybe you could have a loo inside the house. So it was the in thing. And we had to survive all the bullying from the Jericho guys and everything. So I'm not, yes, I'm the only son of my mother, but I'm not Babi, as they say. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you swing both ways?
No. I'm just a hardcore guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sasa wewe ulisomea wapi? Primary, high school, uni?
Primary, I started off at Khalsa, the one in town, near bus station. So that's where I started becoming a hardcore because fighting with the chokoras daily and everything and surviving. And believe me, I was taken to school only once, day one, in standard one. The rest, my father told me, survive. Know the streets. So we used to have some tattoo that was a Volkswagen those days in Buruburu. It was the only one. But they used to time us, me and my sister. We come all the way to school. We survived. Jioni tunarudi. Ukikula bus fare, you walk all the way, Jogoro to home. Yeah, so that was in. And then I transferred to Buruburu 1 primary school, where now I started getting fit because now we had to run home for lunch. And like in Khalsa, where we used to eat fish and chips and everything, now I had to run home for lunch and everything. And gotten other hardcores who thought they would bully me because where I came from, Khalsa, we used to interact with girls. In Buruburu, it was unheard of. You could not talk to a girl. You'd be bullied, that bully thing. But me, I was easy. I was sitting with a girl and everything. So every day they wanted to fight with me.
School.
Yeah, it's a mixed school, but they have that thing of Islands. You cannot be touched by a girl. You know, some nonsense that you cannot comprehend. So me, I used to be normal, and they used to fight me till all of them got the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
High school?
High school, I had a calling to become a priest. So I went to Queen of Apostles Seminary. You should have seen me there. And I went there for 4 years. And that's where I'll say, no, from primary I started learning art. But in Queen of Apostles, I was a person like Tony Njuguna of Ridiculous was my classmate. We had a good theater person called Babu Aindo. Those are the guys who really actually introduced me to very stage acting and how to get the discipline.
So you started acting in high school?
In primary.
In primary.
Yeah, because I have a background of an actor. My father is also an actor, but he's an economist. But my uncle, who people know as Othoro Ng'ong'o, who follows my father, yeah, that's my uncle. So that's where my the acting bite or something came in from. And my father used to tell me he used to suffer because when they were being told to do some selling of mandazis and everything, Othoro Ng'ong'o will sell his in 5 minutes because of his antiques. But my father, because he's a bookworm and everything, had to delay and beatings, so he had to learn that. But if you listen to him, he's also an actor. But it's Othoro Ng'ong'o who made me now really want to act.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something in the family. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
University, what did you pursue?
I did pharmacy. God help me.
Yeah,
I did pharmacy, and then I worked in Kenyatta. And when I was doing pharmacy, that's when I was introduced to professional acting by the MD of Amrest, that's Dr. Gitai Gidinji. Okay. Dr. Gitai Gidinji used to act in Balamwezi. Mm-hmm. And he was doing medicine. He was doing medicine. I was doing pharmacy on KMTC side. Gitai was doing medicine, but we used to interact a lot. So during that interaction, I don't know how we came across, and he asked me, it seems you can be a good actor. Did you ever act? I told him, yes, a bit. So he introduced me to Mbalamwezi. Okay. Yeah, and that was my first professional acting gig. That's where I met people like George Mugai, George Mugai. Ian, I met him in Phoenix. People like Jimmy Gathu, they were there, yeah.
Okay. Now, are you still practicing pharmacy? Amayoli, shelf and acting is the main thing.
I am a supervisor for some chemists in the hospital in Moyale, but I don't do much of pharmacy. It wasn't my real thing. You know, those days your parents forced you to do what they thought it was good for you. So it wasn't my real thing. So I just have the permit and I'm a supervisor. Okay. Yeah, for a chemist in the hospital around in Moyale. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have acted in most local programs an international Hollywood one, like the first grader, name Oliver Litondo, who was also featured in the Constant Gardener. You're in. How was it working in a Hollywood set? That's the first question. And the second one, have you ever interacted with Mr. Litondo when you were shooting the first grader, and what was all that scenario?
So back to the first question, it's a good experience, the Hollywood experience. I remember Rafi Ness was next to my tent, and my PA was, believe it or not, Lupita Nyong'o. That's why we are still we are still friends, because she was one of the PA. She came in as a PA to her sisters, and I knew her all the way from Phoenix, and we have kept our friendship also, although sometimes we don't meet when she comes around. But the experience was great. It gives you that Hollywood experience, the professionalism, which I usually try to tell people, because you'll find on sets, some people think I'm a diva, which I'm not, because I don't apply oil on myself. If you're a makeup person, you have to apply that oil on me. Because if I apply on myself, it might be more. And you see, those days we used to use film.
Yes.
And I can give you an example. There's a time we were supposed to shoot, and they did not shave me. That's in Constant Gardener. I'm a policeman. And it's film. The director realized we have already started shooting. That means throwing out the film and putting another one. It's very expensive. Yeah. Same day I tell wardrobe people, I come in, you put in my coat, and you're supposed to check my buttons, because might be missing or something. That's your department. And most of the people on that department and in the makeup, I think they don't understand their jobs. Unless you are good, like people like Fatu. I've worked with people like Fatu. She's a professional.
Yeah, and she shoots a lot of
ads. I've worked with her a lot, and she'll do those things and that's why people like her. Yeah. There are people like Asha Sad. She's a makeup artist. She's also good. And we have other upcoming people who are also doing their job. So that was the professional part of it. You could learn and know you're supposed to be the tent, you're supposed to do your homework, you're supposed to have the same composure and everything. On Oliver Litondo, I've acted with Oliver Litondo many projects after the first grader. We did the Ragged Priest together. He was my lawyer. We did the Ragged Priest together. He was the bishop in Ragged Priest. This was story about Father Kezia. Yeah, it was a big movie outside there. In Kenya, it didn't sell much because we are not a movie culture people. But outside there, it was a very big movie.
I remember the hype
and everything, yeah. So I've interacted with him there. And then he's an open actor. We have done something with him in Jela 5 Star. Okay. Yeah, he came in as a guest actor several times in Jela 5 Star. So he's someone we interact with. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, you have a military background, being a security expert. Umetoka pharmacy, umeingia acting. How did you end up to be a military guy?
You know, when I was in college, as people say, being mtoto babi, I used to be big, I used to be a big boy. And when I was in Mombasa, where I stayed in Mombasa, I used to train in a gym in Old Town. That's Kibokoni. Most of the people even who stay in Mombasa don't even enter Kibokoni. It's hush and too many Mswahilis and everything, yeah. But I used to be the king there. Yeah, because I used to be shaved fast body. I used to weigh 120 kgs, built, muscular. On the beach, you should have seen me with a small boxer short running.
What happened to
So I used to, in college, I used to be a bouncer with people like Dick Tiger and Patel. If you remember, there's a club which used to be called Zigzag Zog. Apo Hurlingham.
I think I'm too young.
Yeah, that's the first investment of Sumuraya. They used to have a club that had 3 discos in one place. So it used to be called Zigzags, or one Lingala, one hip hop, one old music and everything. So I used to be a bouncer there. And also, I used to be the person in charge of Michael Powers, Guinness, the guy who used to advertise Guinness. Yeah, I'd be contracted by South Africa to be in charge of his security and everything. That's where I learned about security. So after that, I was introduced by a guy called Member Morioki, who taught me the basics. I also trained with the Reke, some courses at Reke. When I trained with Reke, that's when I started going out to Poland, to the European Academy. It's one of the best academies there. I trained with the Mexico anti-drug cartels. Yeah, with the FBI. We also trained with the Eastern European Special Forces. And my first training was a private military contractor.
Wow.
Because I'd done International Bodyguard Association, but my first course was private military contractor, where all the European, we had the British, the big who is who, as I said, the Mexican, the anti-Mexican cartel, the Americans and everything. So after that, I went back again 2 years ago to do counterterrorism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even in
when Dusit was being bombed, I was there. I was one of the first responders. It's only that in Kenya, I think they don't do much of their homeland. If they will do much of homeland security, there are a lot of people who have trained outside there better and very, very well trained. But they are private. Yeah, they can be resourceful. If the government could maybe do the homeland security thing, because we have people who have done Israeli commandos. We have them here, but they are private. Yeah.
So the guys who get them to protect them as the private security are more even secure.
Yeah.
The guys who get the local.
You get the local. Trainees. Yeah, because these things are expensive, and that's why you're seeing the government really spends a lot of money on the Reke. It's a lot of training. And the normal policemen usually don't go such training. Yeah, because it's very expensive, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, detonating bombs, entry rooms, everything. It's very expensive. So, yeah, we have a lot of guys who have done that, but they are private. So we hope one day they'll do the homeland the way they do it in Israel or in America. Because usually the first responders, even when you saw induce it, some of those guys, most of them, we train with them. But you see, before the police get the communication and everything and they come to the ground, the terrorists have done much. If it wasn't the first responders, the terrorists would have done worse. Because of they got the gunshots and everything, and they went on the wrong side to the offices, not the hotel where they intended to go to.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was just an interesting thing I had after being a boss and everything. So, yeah, I give security advice.
So, for security guys, he got your back. Vale, social media. Yeah. Now, you have a big profile. You've acted in Makutano Junction, Nose of Gold, Sumula Penzi, Fundamentals, Kina, and in most of your roles in this, most of your characters in these programs, the TV and the movies, you are like the professional Mr. Badman. Do you feel you're typecasted? Those are the roles that you want to act?
I think those are the challenging roles, and people, you must maybe have trust to give somebody such a role. I've done good roles where I even committed suicide because of my wife and my kids being on me. I've done such roles. They are harder. But I find it's much more hard to convince somebody that you're a bad person than convincing somebody you're romantic and a good person. Because when you're a good person, the script will actually help you. Yeah, you are there coming in, hugging your wife and everything. The script will help. But a bad person, so that you remove the character, it becomes more difficult.
You have to dig.
Yeah, really go deeper. And then now the problem again, I'm given these roles which I have to remove each and every role differently. So it means deepness.
Yeah. And as you're going deeper in this role, is it hard to come to reality? Because now you're going deeper. Leo when you terrorist, you're too deep. Next, you're a rapist, you're too deep. Now you're dealing with real life situations, and now when you come to real lives, interacting with Boyo like this, you have to be soft, humanistic. Is it hard coming out of roles?
Yeah, sometimes it's hard coming out of roles because sometimes I'm a method actor. I like practicing and becoming a role. Maybe the whole night I'll be doing that and everything. Sometimes you might reply somebody harshly. If they don't understand, it becomes an issue. And again, you have to know and differentiate between real and not real. Because again, when you're out here, people think you are what they see on screen.
Yeah.
And maybe that's part of the problem that I'm an antique bachelor. Many women are afraid of me. Yeah, they're afraid of me only to come and learn that I'm a polite guy. And then many of the people again think that I'm outgoing, noisemaker, but I'm an introvert. So it's crazy.
You're an extro. You're extrovert with the people you know.
Yeah.
You're an
introvert with the people I don't know. Yeah, people even think that maybe this guy is feeling good and everything. But if I don't know you, usually I don't have any business with you, so I just keep quiet and keep to myself.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Of all the roles you've played in the past, which one is your favorite and why?
I can't choose the favorite because roles are different. But I like Makutano was good. And then I liked playing Ole. It was Ole somebody in News of Gold, where I was with Kanana, the late Kanana. And I was a Maasai elder, so I like that thing of having the Maasai costume. It was a good thing. The rest mostly police, and I also enjoying my Kina role now. Yeah, also enjoying my Kina role. But I'll say most of the roles are good. Yeah, most of the roles I play, they are challenging in their own ways, so I enjoy.
Okay, being in the industry for a very long time, how do you keep away from scandals? Nimesearch hapo Google sijakupata.
Yeah, you keep away from scandals because I tell people when you are outside there, just keep a low profile. Don't put everything on Facebook about your private life, and you'll find that most of the social media, the pictures I put is about my work. And I also don't praise myself. I just let my work do the talking. You don't find me trying to tell people and forcing to them that I'm an actor and everything. I see some people doing such. It's good to advertise. And they have just done one job. But when they go and Google and find some of us are in the IMDb, just karibu na Angelina Jolie, Ainea, Angelina Jolie. They become shocked knowing what I've done and everything. But you just keep it, you just let your work do it for itself. Okay. Yeah, because some people take advantage and they want to be seen on social media and everything, which is good. Maybe they're pushing their market, but for some of us, I enjoy it. It's just a work like any other work, but the difference is this one's guys are observing you. Yeah. You're actually getting into their houses. Yeah.
As an antique bachelor.
Yes.
When are you marrying? Utaoa lini?
I'm waiting. I would have married last year, but Corona came in. So I've postponed till the end of Corona.
Hey, Corona is here with us.
Then
you're postponing till the
then it will be a long wait.
You just have to manage it.
Yeah.
Now you're a father and a single father. What have you learned being a single parent?
A single parent, it's about demanding. It's very demanding and actually giving it out and being responsible a lot. And then it's about also targets and what you want to do. Like I have 2 kids, a son and a daughter. The son, I feel pity for him because I wanted him to live my life. So he really had it rough because, as I told you, he can't even speak in Swahili. I didn't want that thing of sheng and everything. I didn't want that thing in him. So if people call me Babi, then him is a Babi because
now he's a true Babi.
Yeah, he can't even say a petrol station. He calls it gas station because the first tutor in play group was from American. She's an American lady. So from there, St. McKinney, from McKinney, St. Mary's, and then when he just turned 18, I threw him to Europe. Now he has been in Europe for 3 years. In fact, he's more of a European than some of us can speak German, Polish, French. So for him, it was crazy because I wanted him to live the life I didn't live. Okay. Yeah, and then the daughter now becomes more demanding because she's a daddy's girl. She wants to see you most of the time. Yeah, and really spends on your money. The shopping and everything. But it's good doing our 8 and then we see where it goes from there.
Now, a few months ago, you were involved in a shooting that happened along Kimathi Street, right?
Yeah.
Take us through that day. Wo umetoka home vizuri, what were you going to do in Tao, and what really happened on the leaked video that we saw?
In that, I can't talk much because it's still under investigation, but it was just thugs, magas, who maybe thought I was a soft guy and they were attacking me, and naturally I had to protect myself. If I didn't protect myself, they would have taken away my gun, shot me, and would have been having one bad gun in the hands of bad people. Mm-hmm. And one of the guys actually is somebody who the police knew and have been looking for. The main guy who attacked me. Okay. Yeah, and actually I connected him to the maker. Yeah, they are talking up there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're talking up
there. They are talking up there. They are talking. And even if you go back to Moi Avenue, they'll tell you that that gang has been terrorizing them for a very long time. That even the shops down there, you cannot have customers buying anything. They have an SMS group that they alert each other that the gang is walking from that side. Tell your clients not to buy or wait, they pass. So this is something that has been going on. And after that, you have seen the police have been deployed, the anti-mugging police and everything, because the video actually showed the reality of what happens, and that's during the daytime.
Now,
yeah, you can imagine at night. Yeah, and even ladies have been complaining about their weaves and their wigs being taken. Now it's safe.
Are you here? I get some extra security.
Yeah, now it's a bit safe. Yeah, it's a bit safe. But it's a problem that has been going on for a long time. And you see now, unfortunately, they got a trained guy, which I have to react and everything. But as I said, it's still under investigation and everything. So we're hoping they'll finish the investigation soon. Okay. But what people don't know is even them, they had a gun and they actually shot. Yeah, that's what most people don't know. Yeah.
Where do you get the love of this gold?
Gold. I love gold because when I was young and I was in Mombasa, that's when I came across gold. I used to put in some ivory. And my first gold chain that I bought, I was conned. I bought from the streets. It was around 20,000. When I took shower with it, it became silver. And from that time, I decided when I want gold, I go to the goldsmith. So that's when I went and bought gold. Like the chain, they didn't take my chain, but some silly guy is saying cheap chain. Because Kenyans don't know gold. That gold that I put, my chain is worth 400,000 Kenya shillings.
Now I know what to rob it.
Yeah, what I walk on me is more than 1 million. on chain, the bracelets, the rings, and everything. So I invest in gold.
This ring is approximately how much?
We are looking at maybe 150 and 170. This is Italian. This one is maybe 80.
Eesh. And is the
this is just gold plated. Usually, you're not. Yeah, and then you have other gold in places. The problem with Kenyans, they don't know people invest in gold. Why? I can put the money in land, but now look at the way the property has gone down. Yeah. And in case there's a problem in Kenya, you cannot run with your land.
And also you cannot liquidate it.
Look at the Zairians or people who come from war-torn areas like Burundi. Most of their money is in gold and bracelets and minerals. Because when you go out, when there's a problem, the gold has only 2 languages. How many grams and the carats. That one, anywhere in Dubai, the grams and the carats. And that's why you see even the Zairian rich people, their wives usually have a gold belt. Yeah, so that you can go somewhere, you are stuck, you actually exchange it. You get your money and move on. But most people don't know that. And gold never goes down. Gold goes up.
We only think of jewellery and beauty. We don't think of the resale value.
Yeah, and even diamond, resale value is low. Than gold. The only diamond that you can get that is expensive, maybe the uncut diamond. But once it has been cut, they sell it once and then the resale value is not as much as gold.
So the market rate stays the same, or
it goes up. It goes a bit up, yeah. The market rate of gold goes a bit up.
Now, being a gun owner, and of late we've seen a lot of killings. This is a crime of passion. Kama ile Kiambu murders, the lady who was shot 5 times and the husband killed himself. Siku hizi unaingia club ukikosana na boy flani ama dem guns imepuliwa. What do you think is the safety measures we should have to curb such incidents?
The Firearm Licensing Board has done a very great job. Because we used to have a lot of these guns in the streets with thugs, especially the wash groups and the fake gold people. And gun used to be actually, if you have money, you're just given a gun. And people think it's for the rich. And that's the problem we had. Any rich person. And most of those people, I can assure you, 80% of them do not know how to use a gun.
And also the mental wellness.
Because most of them don't go to the range. They don't know. Because the problem with the gun is once I press, the only thing I can say is sorry. It has left. So about safetyness, and that's why we are having things like NGAO, National Gun Owners Association. We try to bring most of the people who have guns. And we have seen most guys who used to have guns for years. They don't know even how to operate a gun. They don't know how to shoot. They don't know everything. So they are brought there. They are trained. And once you get the training and the shooting of the gun, that excitement gets away. Yeah. So that you can think properly. Because once you remove it, it's a done deal. But you see, most of these guys, they shoot and then they start regretting later. What have I done? Which is too late, yeah.
Someone's life that is.
Yeah, because even there we are being told, why waste a bullet on something that you can just let go? And you'll find most of the gun owners, they'll walk away. Because it's a discipline of shooting on the range. You compete, you become last, you compete, you cannot get the target, you compete. So that's when you are being attacked by somebody, the excitement gets away because you know what you can do. So most of the guys, I'll tell you, NGAO owners and KRRC, Kenya Rifle Regiment, you'll find you'll attack guys and they'll just walk away. We have been going for, there's a time we were going to a competition, we were 4 of us. We had rifles, we had guns, we have ammo, and somebody just road rage and everything. We just looked at the person, we said, we are very sorry, and went on because we are saying, if this guy only knew. Yeah. And then most of these people who are having guns have not been in wars or war areas or seen what actually a gun can do. So when you have a problem with your wife, your girlfriend, it's not fair, it's not good. Just walk away. Learn to walk away. Yeah.
Okay.
Pull it when it's just necessary. And to a wrong person to a person who's maybe your life is in danger and everything. Even sometimes we say, a gun just helps you to run away. You don't run towards the danger. You run away from the danger. When guys are shooting there, you don't run towards there unless you are going to save your family. Yeah. But usually you are trained to use a gun just to run away. You can shoot in the air as they are trying to see who's that. You run away from the problem and you go, not going towards. So this thing of heroism and everything is because most of these guys have not been on the range. They have not practiced. So that's why they start trying to be heroes.
Yeah. Now, lastly, industry, we've seen a lot of alcoholism in artists, especially actors. Umepata do kidogo, pombe madem. How can artists avoid such mistakes?
It all comes again back to discipline and maybe mentorship. Some of us, I try to mentor these kids and boys and girls when I'm with them in a product like a long product like Kina. I give them an average of maybe most of the average actor maybe will be earning around 150,000 per month. Per month. Because most of these things are done monthly. And you are seeing of a project, maybe like Selena has gone for 5 years. You are looking at a project going for 5 years. And you try and talk to them and tell them, don't be in a hurry. Example, you are shooting in Kikuyu. You are single. You have just come from your mother's house. Somebody is giving you 150. Maybe you used to hustle and your budget was 20,000. You're staying in some house there. Maybe you pay 8,000. Why don't you do your budget to be 40,000 or maximum 50 and take the 100 and save and buy something else? Yeah, now the problem is they want to stay here. Somebody wants to buy a car. At 24, you're buying a car for what? You're looking at people like Nawil Broda, Kina Shiks Kapienga, Kina people like Na Awinja. Yes, they have cars, but have you looked at their age? Have you checked how long they've been in industry? They have other duties.
How many projects
they are doing? Yeah. And I see guys buying a car, and within 3-4 months it's grounded. Because you don't have any constant income to buy such things. And the funny thing, they'll run for a car and they're not paying their medical.
Oh,
that's a big problem. I've had a problem convincing guys, please pay medical insurance. Even in Hollywood, the first thing somebody does is medical insurance. Yeah, because we are not serious in Kenya. We don't do. And I brought for them guys that you charge 25,000 and you're getting a medical of nearly 2.5 million.
Oh,
that's a good deal. But most of them, they'll drink, they'll buy cars, and then they become sick. They start the Harambe things. And the problem with the Harambe is the first time we'll contribute. The second time, tasemona tuzoea. That's the problem. So people are not investing. This is just a job like any other. And they tell them, come out here. We have lawyers who have gone to Kenya School of Law to get that diploma. What is their salary? Between 10,000 and if you are very good in class, you get 50,000. If you used to be the best in class, you get 50,000. Here, somebody is giving you money. You're just from school. Somebody is giving you maybe 100 plus. Ujamaliza. The amount of money you are given is sometimes the same to a mid-level manager in a blue chip company.
Yes.
Yeah. And this person is being told to come daily. Here, I'm bringing you in the morning transport. I'm feeding you. You can carry food. Yeah, and eat somewhere. And I tell them, you are not yet committed. You are just starting life. If you're saying your set is around this area, why don't you live around the area so that it's cheaper? Or come with a friend and say, the 2 of us or the 3 of us, we can take a 3-bedroom house because you're in this set and something that is temporary, nobody is permanent here, till when the project is over, you save and everything. Yeah, because if you don't save, you're no longer the best.
And big money is never coming.
Big money has never come. Because you are being told it will come. Maybe, and you see acting, even in Hollywood, we have actors who have never acted and they're good. They haven't acted for 10 years. They're also struggling. The only thing that is helping them now is Netflix, where you are doing your own project, a short movie and everything, and then you sell to Netflix.
Yeah.
So even in Hollywood, people are suffering. So if somebody has given you a chance, make sure you save for the future. Because there are young guys coming. I have a friend we are acting with. She told me she's in a drama, she was doing drama in part of her project. Their lecturer told them, if you want to know what is happening when Ojiambo Ainea is acting, just look at his eyes. So what does that mean? We are having younger actors who are studying you. Yes. So when they come in, they replace you after even better level because they have even looked at all your mistakes. And that's the thing actors do not get. Even these guys who are doing a lot of YouTubing and everything, or social acting or everything.
You see, one started with this comic.
Yeah.
The other one has come to do the same
thing. Yeah.
Better quality. The other one has come with a different
version. Yeah. Of the same thing. Yeah. Thing. And that is the thing. You are not trending for long. And that's again where I feel bad when a mainstream actor goes to those things. You start trending those things and you don't have anything else. It will be difficult for you to come back because unless you come back, I call you by your name. I cannot give you another acting name. Yeah.
So if I'm a brand online and I come to mainstream, unless it is similar to what I'm doing online or a guest.
Yeah. You see, example, Larry King, when they do CNN on a movie, Larry King can come in. But usually he can never come in as a different person. And that's why you find people like in Jim Fox, people like Denzel Washington. That's why they don't do those things. Yeah, because once you go there and you establish a different brand, I only can bring you as that brand.
That brand and not a character.
And I tell guys, this thing of you are there on social media, you are trending. They're not bad, but it has their own time. Even Kardashian now Elisha.
Yes.
Yeah, they got their money, and those are rich guys now Elisha. So it's something people should think about.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Umetusaidia sana. Welcome again.
And I hope you will be back on screen. You used to be a very good actress, but
I used to. Hey.
Okay, but I haven't seen you on screen of late.
I just took a break.
Yeah.
A very long break, which is not working very well.
It's the only profession that people retire in it. Mm-hmm. And where you get people like Raymond Ofula who have been there for years. Yeah, here even if you die when you're acting, we can shoot you, we can film you, and then we bury you. And it will be in the film. But you won't get the money. It's your people who will get the money.
Oh, it is always fun to chat with you, Ainea. Oh, Ainea.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching this episode. If you loved it, make sure you join next week and we'll have another awesome guest. Also subscribe to our channel, hit the notification button, and leave comments down below if you want a guest you prefer, if you want us to improve on something, and we will see you guys next week.